everyone, welcome to our Thursday tutorial. I'm excited today. I'm trying out some new technology, which is always a challenge for me. But I have a new camera, I have some new software, so we're going to try this out. You let me know if you like it. At the close-ups, it's going to be a lot closer to watch the tutorials for hands-on. So let me know what you think. I'm going to switch this over, get our project view. Before we get started though, we had made these cards last week and I did a drawing, and these are going to go to Elaine Thornton. I'm going to switch this, oh, got the wrong one. I'm going to switch this over to Elaine Thornton, or send these to Elaine. And so today I wanted to show you how to marble some backgrounds using a common household item and some re-inkers. So we're going to do some marbling. I wanted to show you a few samples that I'd made first that I was playing with the other day. This one I used early espresso, cinnamon cider, and crumb cake. Now when you do this, you'll notice we get different looks using the same thing. This was the first sheet I had done with those colors, and then this was the second sheet. So the first one's going to be a little more bold. The second one's going to look a little more like the marbling. So that was one. Here's another card I made. I'm using the Ridiculously Awesome on this one. The other one used the Press On stamp set. But I love this one. I used Crushed Curry, Pumpkin Pie, and Magenta Madness. Marvelous Magenta, that's what I want to call it. I had also done this one, and this was the first time I had pressed my paper into the marbling. And you can see it's a lot bolder. So just used a little bit of that, and then I did it again and we got this look. So I'll show you a few more of just color samples of what I had done, and we're going to do a couple today. Here's another one. I used Blackberry Bliss and Pumpkin Pie on that one. Here's one that got a little smeary. And then this one I had wiped down the shaving cream and then stuck it in, so it gave it more of a streaked effect. So I'm going to show you how to do this. Now this is not a new technique. It has been around for quite some time, but I haven't done it in a while. So these are just some little styrofoam plates I had in my cupboard, but you can use any plates or a shallow pan or something. Now I'm using this Gillette Foamy Shaving Cream. You do need to use the foaming shaving cream. So like a gel will not work. So you're going to take your shaving cream, pour it in there, get it kind of a nice, I like to take, you can use a piece of cardboard. I have the squeegee. And I'm just kind of smoothing it out a little bit so I get good coverage in my plate. This is a very messy technique, but it's a lot of fun. Alright, so I'm going to start with using a little Pacific Point ink refill. And I'm just going to dot this around in several places. And then we're going to add some Coastal Cabana. Alright, and then we're going to do a little Granny Apple Green. Now, you do have to be kind of careful when you're mixing your colors. I like to use colors that are complementary. So if you're doing, you can do greens and blues together. You can maybe add a little yellow. I would not add red because then that's going to turn it, you're going to get more browns in there. Let's see. Alright, so next you can take anything, whether you take a dowel or you know, something skinny. I like to use Q-tips because I have a ton of these. I can throw them away. They're a little wider tips so I can get better coverage. Then we're going to swirl them around. You can go back and forth. And then I usually will go up and down. And then you can really start doing anything. You can go this way. You can do some swirlies. That looks pretty good. I'm going to do my first one just like this. Let's set that down. And then I've got a piece of just plain Whisper white cardstock. And you're going to lay this down on your shaving cream. Press it in a bit to make sure it's touching the shaving cream in all areas. Then pull it off. It's going to look like this, but then you can take a paper towel, or I'm just going to use my squeegee and wipe that off. Then you can take your paper towel, just do a little dab, get that extra shaving cream off. Isn't that beautiful? We're going to set that aside, let that dry for a minute. Then we're going to do it again. We're just not, I might just bring that around so I have some shaving cream and covering the whole bottom. All right. Now we're going to do another one. I might turn it this way. Get that in there. What will it look like? I don't know. I'm just wiping this straight into my garbage can after I wipe it off the paper. Ooh, I like that. Okay, I think we have enough color in here. Now, if you wanted to add more color, you could, but I think I have enough to do one more. I've got a blob of color, so we're going to move this around a little bit. Make sure we have shaving cream all over the whole bottom. And we'll do one more sheet of color here. I just like taking this and playing with it, you can do all kinds of backgrounds. And then when you're done, just rinse it off, and then you can do a whole nother color scheme. I really like that one too. It gets finer. The marbling gets finer the more times you put it into the shaving cream. Okay, you know what? How many do I have left here? 1, 2, 3. I have enough to do one more piece. Let's do one more round and see how it looks. And just make sure, pull some of my extra shaving cream in. Make sure I have fairly good coverage. And let's do one more. Okay. Cool. I love this. I love playing with this technique. Okay, so let's do another color scheme. I wanted to do maybe a Halloween color scheme. We're going to come back and make a card using the blues and greens, but I thought we'd play around just one more time using another color scheme. All right, let's get a little more shaving cream in here. Halloween is coming up, so I want to try. Now, I have not used Memento ink in here before, so we're going to just try the Memento and see how it goes. If it doesn't look good, then we'll just ditch that. It's just shaving cream, so not a big deal. All right, I have a clean Q-tip. So we're going to try pumpkin pie. Gotta have orange in here for Halloween. I'm going to do mostly pumpkin pie. And then, alright, hopefully the Memento will work good. I tried StazOn yesterday. Ooh, that was a lot. Hold on. I tried StazOn. StazOn did not work. It just kind of dissolved in the shaving cream. All right, I'm going to try just 1 or 2 dashes of, do 4 drops of Granny Apple Green. All right, I don't know how this is going to look. We're just doing an experiment. We'll throw that around. Oh, that looks okay. I am seeing the black. Okay, we'll go back and forth some. Maybe a few this way. All right, let's take a look. Usually the first one is going to be pretty bold. So I always I usually prefer using the second round of colors. Ooh, that looks interesting. All right, let's see what's going to happen. Well, that black showed up really nice. Okay. Cool. All right, we'll come back and look at that in a minute. I'm going to make sure I have plenty of shaving cream coloring the bottom. All right, let's try another one. I feel like I want to add another color, but let's go do one more. Let's see how that looks. All right. Ooh, that looks cool. I like that. Let's do, I want to add just a little more color. So we can always add more color in here. I feel like I have some black. I'm going to do a little more orange and a couple more greens. A couple more drops of green. All right. Make sure we get in there, get this all mixed in. There's a little black. Fill that in. It's messy, but fun. Okay, I'm going to throw this one in here, and we'll see how this turns out. I've got a little white spot. I'm just going to dab that right there. Get a little more shaving cream on that. Okay, gonna see how this looks. Ooh, green, I like it. I like it. Okay, I'm gonna clean up my area here real quick. Now I'm setting all of these aside to dry. Oh, I set them on my good cards. That's not a good idea. Okay. So here are the colors we came up with today. We have, these are our Halloween colors. I thought I did 3. Where's the other one? I don't know where it went. Oh, right here. So we have first, the second, and then the third where we added more color and mixed it around. So very cool. I'm going to make a card later and we'll post it on the Facebook group with one of these, a Halloween card. Now, if you share this video, please post that you shared, because for some reason I'm not seeing who shared. You're going to get a chance to win, put you into a drawing to win all 3 of these cards, plus the card we're going to make today. So I'm going to take this up so we don't get our projects messy. You want to make sure that they're pretty dry before you make a card with this. So here are the 4 that we did first. So we've got all these great colors, and we're going to make a card. And I used the Ridiculously Awesome stamp set, and I went ahead and stamped this on one of the Stitch Nested Label dies. And I used Pacific Point. So I just pre-cut a piece of Coastal Cabana cardstock. And then we have a layer of Pacific Point. So let's see which one we want to use with this. We'll start with our first, we'll call this first press, kind of like olive oil. You have your first press. So we've got that. I like that because it's nice and dark and bold. All right, let's look at this one. I really like that one too. Maybe down lower so we can see this. Let's see, the other two are a little softer. Those would make great sea backgrounds. That's dark, that's lighter. Okay, I'm going to hold off on those two. I really am loving this one, the first one for this. Now these, because this marbled backgrounds are so beautiful, we don't want to cover them up too much. These are our focal point. So let's go ahead. It's a little soft. It's not perfectly dry yet, and that's why my Seal Plus is wanting to tear, because it's not quite dry. All right, let's adhere this down to our Pacific Point. And then I've got a little bit of ribbon. Let's see, I've got two different kinds. I'm going to use this one. It's kind of sheer so that I think I'm just going to stick it right in the middle. I like this ribbon. I'm going to put a full supply list on my blog post later today. So I will post what type of ribbon, but I like this one because it's Coastal Cabana, but it's still sheer so that it doesn't really cover up our image. Okay, then we're going to just use a little seal. Adhere this to our card front. And some dimensionals on the back of our label and sentiment. And along with the cards, if you share this, I'm going to throw in a few extra pieces of our marbled paper so you can make some cards for yourself. All right, that would be great for a birthday, and it could be feminine or masculine, either way. I just love doing this technique. So if you have any questions, post them here. And thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you next week. All right, bye everyone.